What's up, DBs? Coach D Magic here, former D1 defensive back. We're here to talk about Trey Amos, DB out of Ole Miss. Played at Alabama before transferring to Ole Miss. I just heard Mel Kiper talk about him as not really a sleeper, but a guy that's going to be drafted early that people may not know his name right off the bat. He's projected as an early second round pick. Okay, so that means he's top of the top when it comes to the cornerback market. And reviewing his film, he is a great press corner, has great technique, very well put together. So I understand why scouts would love his tape. I believe he's like 6 foot, 6'1". So yeah, he's the complete package when it comes to technique and ideal size and IQ at the position. So make sure you go grab that DB Mastery program. The technique that he's using, guys, I've made videos on this. I have the DB Mastery program where we have drill after drill where you can drill this. Okay, so this is the pure step, read step, I would say patient step technique. The reason why I'm calling it so many different things is because depending who you talk to, they're going to call it something different. All right, so press distance. We're going to be about 1.5 yards, 2 yards off. And I like this in the boundary especially because there's not a lot of room for them, right? So most times these boundary receivers, they got to go right now because if they take too long, it's going to throw off the timing. So it looks like to me he's about 2 yards off. You're going to take an outside 6-inch outside step, a small step with your outside foot, and this is going to keep us patient, help us read the release, and it's an activator, okay? So imagine this. We have the pressure on the inside of our feet. We're staying off our heels. When you take this step, now he can use that force in that foot to push him into his kick step. Okay? So we activate that foot. Now we can stay lateral, stay square, kick step slide, boom. Now we get 2 hands on him. When you get 2 hands, don't get into a fight at the line of scrimmage. Boom, go to 2. Take 1 hand off and go to 1. And then we get our hand off and it's 0 hands, no hands, and we're reading the hip. So if you ever hear anyone say 2 to 1 to none, hands off, reading the hip, great job stepping in front. We needed that pick. All right, so now let's take a look at him down here. So this is how you squeeze the slant. And let's talk about leverage. So it looks like he's inside leverage. And the receiver, I would say the receiver is at the bottom of the numbers-ish. So if the receiver's at the bottom of the numbers, used to be inside leverage based on our divider rules. So let's take a look at his technique. This is about a yard. This is about 1.5 yards, 2-ish, depending on how you look. All right. His heels are at 2. Now, watch his left step, left foot. All right. Small 6-inch step, small 6-inch step. Okay. Now you can either do 1 or you can do multiple if you still need time to allow the receiver to close that distance so we can get our hands on him. So he's going to take a step. All right. We stay square. Now we can read the release. Now his hips, his trunk, his knees, everything's moving this way. Now we can read, kick step, stay on top. All right. Even though we don't get a hand on him, you see how we force him to go flat because of our body position. So we force him to go flat. He's basically running a 1-yard slant here. So he has to run under just to get back up top because of our pressure. Sorry. You see how I said eventually he has to work up top and we're there with our body. So you can press a guy without actually getting hands on him. Eyes, feet, and then hands as an accessory. Okay. Looks like we're sending pressure. We have no help in the middle of the field. So regardless of our divider rules, we want to be inside leverage. All right. So now we want to, with him being this tight, you got to be ready for the fade. And in high school, you'll see this all the time. Bring the split down so I can run the fade. Widen the split so I can run the slant, especially down here on the goal line, near the goal line. All right. Technique. Look at his outside steps. Small outside steps. Staying square, staying patient. All right, we stay on top. We get chest to chest, okay? We're making chest to chest contact before the goal line. This is exactly what you want. Now we're squeezing him off. There's pretty much, with our body here, there's only this much space for the receiver to try to get open and for the quarterback to throw open. So we pretty much negated all of this space simply by having good footwork. All right, and now here he's showing good IQ, staying on top. All right, we have help here. We have a bracket concept here. All right, this could be quarters. Okay, this could be quarters, meaning this is like a cone. So if we get an inside release, all right, he's going to be our inside help. If he goes inside, he takes him. All right, now we fall off. I don't know how we knew the ball was thrown, but he speed turns, finds the ball, and makes a play. That's crazy. This was crazy, guys. I don't know how he knew the ball was going. Again, it looks like a cone. Inside release, safety takes him. We free up. He speed turns, locates the football. Insane. Good IQ here. Another bracket situation down here near the goal line. All right. He takes that inside release. All right. We're going to carry him. But once he goes inside, our safety's going to take over. We free up. Now we want to look to find work. Does a good job of finding the crosser. Steps in front for a pick. All right. Let's see. I think this is Lacey. I think this is that Lacey cat from LSU. Just, bringing up his name because this is a name brand receiver for a lot of guys. All right, good patience, and he does a lot of his work from off. He reminds me of what's his name, Terrion Arnold. He reminds me of Terrion Arnold in terms of just having that technique, having the ideal size. Staying square. All right, again, we're passing him off, and we're able to get to the out route. So just showing his IQ, guys. And then let's see. This is the last clip. I'll let this play. All right, it shows his off-man technique and his off-man progression. And we talk about off-man in the DB Mastery program, okay? So we have a type split. Now, when you're playing in high school, guys, like it'll be a lot easier to see. Like they might have one play where you see on film where they're this tight and then they're going to run a certain route, all right? So even though he's tight, does not necessarily mean he's going to run an out-breaking route. He's so tight that he could run across. So he's either running outside or he's trying to get across right away, okay? So just keep that in mind. But I love the technique here. All right, take our read step, okay? See our read steps here? These first kind of shuffle steps, all right? Scooch steps, read step. We're reading, I don't think you'll be able to see the quarterback, but we should be reading the departure of the receiver at this point. I don't know if you can look over all these guys based on that split. Smooth pedal, all right? That receiver's head is down. His shoulders are down. He is trying to dig, okay? So this is how you get a good read on receivers. Pads down, eyes down. He's not looking to break anytime soon. He is striding. He is trying to close that cushion, break our cushion, okay? Once he gets about 2 yards away, 3 yards away, we start to open. Good. Crossover run. We keep our low front shoulder. Good. We know we have middle field safety help, so this turns into a bracket situation, not by design, but simply just knowing where your help is, okay? So we're not worried about the post, all right? We have a post safety. The safety should have the post, okay? Now we get the out-breaking route. He runs right into us, and we can cap this route, all right? And we make a play on the ball. So Trey Amos, according to Mel Kiper, is supposed to go early day 2. I think he's a very complete corner, does everything you want. All the technique that they're teaching in the NFL in terms of press, he's already doing. Make sure you go to thedbnetwork.com, grab our DB Mastery program. Again, we talk about all this stuff. We have this press technique in great detail. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know who you want to do next in this draft process.